several areas in UAE, April 16, 2024, where floods, storms, and devastating hail hit the entire city. Heavy rains lashed the United Arab Emirates on Tuesday, flooding out portions of major highways and leaving vehicles abandoned on roadways across Dubai. The rains began overnight, leaving massive ponds on streets as whipping winds disrupted flights at Dubai International Airport, the world's busiest for international travel and the home of the long-haul carrier Emirates. By the evening, over 120 millimeters, 4.75 inches, of rainfall had soaked the city-state, the typical average for a year in the desert nation, with more expected in the coming hours.
بالجايين من الفجيرة مالكم الا طريق الكورنيش دائري فيضانات تحملوا على اعماركم.
Police and emergency personnel drove slowly through the flooded streets, their emergency lights flashing across the darkened morning. Lightning flashed across the sky, occasionally touching the tip of the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building. Schools across the UAE, a federation of 7 sheikdoms, largely shut ahead of the storm, and government employees were largely working remotely if able. Many workers stayed home as well, though some ventured out, with the unfortunate stalling out their vehicles in deeper than expected water covering some roads. Authorities sent tanker trucks out into the streets and highways to pump away the water. Water poured into some homes, forcing people to bail out their houses. Rain is unusual in the UAE, an arid, Arabian Peninsula nation, but occurs periodically during the cooler winter months. Many roads and other areas lack drainage given the lack of regular rainfall, causing flooding. Rain also fell in Bahrain, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. The National Center of Meteorology, NCM, has asked residents of Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Sharjah they prepare themselves for unsettled weather conditions over the next 48 hours, with heavy rainfall expected in these areas till Wednesday, Khaleej Times reported today. There is not only a likelihood of significant rainfall but also a possibility of hailstorms in places like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, and other Emirates, National Center of Meteorology expert Ahmed Habib said. The authority also advised people to park their vehicles at safe and elevated locations away from flood-prone areas. Heavy to moderate rain, thunder and lightning were seen across the UAE on Monday night, and adverse weather conditions are expected to continue into Wednesday morning, with convective clouds that bring rainfall and lightning forming over coastal areas, particularly in the north and east of the country, the Weather Department predicted. The Weather Bureau has reported moderate to heavy rain over Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Al Ain, Fujairah, Sharjah, and Ras Al Khaimah. Several roads were flooded due to continued rainfall, and flights were cancelled and delayed at Dubai International Airport. According to Gulf News, Dubai tram service was disrupted, the Roads and Transport Authority, RTA, posted on its social media account. Traffic disruptions were reported as a result of road cave-ins due to heavy rains in Ras Al Khaimah, Al Ain, and Al Kho, among others. The UAE Football Association confirmed that all matches in local competitions scheduled for Tuesday have been called off because of the storms lashing much of the UAE. Heavy rain, thunder, and lightning affected most parts of the UAE, causing schools and offices to function remotely today. On Monday, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai and Chairman of the Executive Council of Dubai, took to his X account to announce that private schools in Dubai will switch to distance learning and government departments in the emirate will work remotely. The same low-pressure system influencing Oman is also impacting the UAE. However, due to differing topographies, the intensity varies. Oman features extensive Hajar mountain ranges spanning from north to south, resulting in more cloud cover and rainfall compared to the UAE, according to National Center of Meteorology expert Ahmed Habib. Residents, particularly motorists, should exercise caution as there is a possibility of heavy rainfall and waterlogging. Flooding is expected in the Wadi area, with potential landslides occurring in the northern and eastern regions near the mountains, he said. Concurrently, the Ras Al Khaimah Emergency, Crisis, and Disaster Team has decided to implement remote learning for schools over a 2-day period, specifically on Tuesday and Wednesday, due to the expected weather conditions. A second wave of unstable weather, including heavy rain, thunder, lightning, and potential hail, will sweep across the UAE, starting this afternoon. This was revealed by the National Center of Meteorology on Tuesday in its latest weather bulletin after the first wave of unstable weather conditions prevailed from Monday evening to Tuesday noon. The second wave that starts later this afternoon would also witness an increase in convective cloud coverage, leading to varying intensities of rainfall. The NCM in its weather bulletin said, "Another wave begins from the western areas and includes scattered areas of the country, where the amounts of convective clouds increase, associated with rainfall of different intensities, accompanied by lightning and thunder, and a probability of hail over some areas." From Wednesday morning until Wednesday afternoon, convective clouds are expected to form over the coastal areas, accompanied by rainfall. These clouds will then shift their focus towards the eastern and northern regions, gradually dissipating by Wednesday noon. Meanwhile, the UAE experienced intense rainfall and thunderstorms on Monday night into Tuesday, with lightning and heavy rain lashing homes and flooding roads. Residents were surprised by the severity of the storms, despite earlier advisories by NCM about the ongoing unstable weather conditions, which were forecast to continue until Wednesday. People across Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Fujairah, and Ras Al Khaimah reported rainfall of different intensities as the low-pressure system swept across the nation, with waterlogging and landslides reported in different parts of the UAE. Residents were seen wading through knee-deep water with vehicles and signposts submerged, especially in low-lying areas.